Hello again. I'm making a classic lemongrass poppy seed soap. I've got my lemongrass essential oil here sitting in some kaolin clay. I have my oils, fat, butter and milk here ready. Just going to add this in. My lye solution has got honey added to it, that's why it's such a lovely dark colour. I'll give this a quick blend with the stick blender. Just to bring it to emulsification. And then I shall pour off the portion that I want to use for the top. So I'll pour off, probably be a bit under half for the top. The bottom here, I'm going to add some titanium dioxide. So I've mixed my titanium dioxide with some boiling water. Now I found when I don't use it all in this cup and I set it aside until I need it next time, that it's kind of set like concrete down the bottom. So what I've been doing is pouring off the water that sits on the top and just leaving the hard titanium dioxide on the bottom and adding some more boiling water to it, and it does loosen up very easily then, ready to be used again. So I'll blend that, give that a good blend with the stick blender. And I'll add some more titanium dioxide. Because I've used the honey, it's a little bit harder to get this white, of course. To this base, I'm going to add some poppy seeds. Not too many. This wouldn't be a whole tablespoon. It's probably a tablespoon and a half that I've added there. My soap batter will make 40 bars of soap. Just enough to add some nice exfoliation there in the shower. I'll just go and get my soap mould. And pour this layer in. Now to the top of this, I'm going to add some charcoal powder. I got this charcoal powder, I think, off eBay. I've had it for so long. It's such a big tub. So if you're looking for bulk charcoal powder that doesn't cost too much, that's where I got that from. And my little tea strainer. I just want to make a charcoal line to separate the two layers. Now the trick is not to make this too thick. If it's too thick, your soap can separate when you cut halfway through using it. So you just don't be too generous with your layers, with your powder. That will probably do. It's going to clean up the edges, but I think I'm just making it worse. I might just leave that. Put that aside. So this is for my top. It's already a lovely honey colour. I did want it a bit more yellow. I'm just waiting on some Brazilian yellow clay to arrive, but it's not here yet, so we'll use some turmeric powder just to get that a little bit more yellow. Probably a bit more orange than yellow, but that's perfectly fine. I just wanted it to be different from the base. Turmeric, the colour does tend to fade a bit. It won't be this as vibrant as it looks now in the finished bar. I'll go and get my soap and we'll pour this one on top. It's still quite soft. I'll just use my spatula to break the fall. Just pour very slowly. This is one of my favourite parts. I love watching the new colour covering up the layer below. Something quite therapeutic about making soap. I suppose with any craft that you do, any person who loves doing crafts will probably say the same. Very therapeutic. Turn this around. So I'm just going to add some texture to one side of each bar. To the other side, just a thin layer of poppy seeds. Just some interest on the top of the bar. Wayne's dad just arrived to pick up Cody. Cody's our coolie dog who helps bring the cows in. You would have seen her if you watched the last video of the cows coming in. So usually Wayne's dad brings the cows in. He's in his 80s now, but he loves bringing them in for milking. So there we go. That's all done. We'll come back tomorrow and see what we have on the inside. So thank you for joining me, and I will catch you in a minute. We're ready to cut the lemongrass and poppy seed soap. So this is the side. Quite pleased with how this has turned out. A little bit of soda ash on the top, but that's just fine. So there we go. It's turned out perfectly. So you can see the charcoal line is very clear, even though I didn't sprinkle the charcoal too thickly on the soap. So you don't need much to get the effect that you want. And I'm very happy with this one. So thanks for joining me again on yet another video, and I'll catch you next time.